We ain't doing that again. What's happening? This is For Your Punches, Culture Conversation. I am your mother, homie C Double. What is happening? How are
Yeah.
y'all feeling tonight? What's happening, Queen?
Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope that peace and positivity resounds over everything that you do. And prosperity be the only thing with P that drips on you. How y'all doing?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What's good with you this Monday?
I mean, I don't know what's good, but I know what's right. And it's having Pull No Punches podcast doing culture conversations with my folks tonight. So that's what it is.
Say, ow. Uh, who is DOA pulling up tonight? Or is he
We
still
don't
under the weather?
we
If he's
he might be. He might be. I'm about to hit let me see what's out of it.
oh,
I
my
was like, let
people's
me
at
hit
work.
my brother.
Well, yo.
Where he at? Where he at?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah.
Well, how was your weekend? Let's start there. How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. Just spent some time with me and my little man, as I'm still doing today. If y'all can hear me in the background, you know
Ow.
what I mean. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying. Didn't do too much of nothing. I was at the crib, chilling with the fam, get some
Oh,
QT.
I know that's right. I guess I've been having just all this quality time with myself. I don't know.
So
Like, I
crooked
guess
in
I
the
went to sleep.
building. Salute to
Ow.
Kendall. He in the building. What's
You trying to
happening?
jump on this podcast tonight?
Have a culture conversation. Somewhere where you can say how you really feel and we can all talk about it. You feel me? Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. But no, we got some real stuff going on, man. In the world of sports, my Broncos lost, got whooped on. There's a lot of teams out there getting whooped on. Salute to the Cardinals. They still undefeated out here in this thing, in this football thing. Other than that, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of teams getting stomped on. A lot of teams, they looking good. It's looking bad out here for the NFL, but it's cool. Salute to the NBA for starting up. We got some good stuff going on
I'll send it to you
everywhere.
right now. All right.
You good? You good? Like I
Oh
was
yeah,
saying.
I'm going to slap this lash in between my corner and my eye. I love everybody, but y'all know I'm not about to see with what piece of my lash up. But none of
I
y'all.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Uh,
And that's done. Yeah. So,
my man Kyrie still is not playing.
yo,
I'm still.
Did you see the Trump and the anti-vax supporters get the Barclays to shut down on the low?
They
They
shut the
sure did.
whole joint down.
Listen, they had a little protest out there, and it was looking ugly. You see what happens when you come together. For real.
Look at him. We tell you, the defense on the Chiefs is bad. It's terrible. I don't know what's going on with
I mean, yeah,
Mahomes.
he can. Oh, good. How you doing, King? Yeah, but no, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Giants, yeah, they got a new quarterback though. They look like they could do something, but they just ain't there all the way yet. But
Right.
I can't talk. My Broncos
Shout out for my
is
Cowboys.
smack.
I don't hear anybody dragging the Cowboys this year. That's what that really mattered to me. Stay true to your team. Don't be. I'm gonna say is this: just because your team sucks, don't mean you can't stand behind them. You can still stick beside them. I've been loving the Cowboys since Emmett Smith and Deion Sanders. So I've been a fan forever. Shout out to Kevin Ogletree. I watched him play in Queens and he went to the Cowboys. So you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, representing.
It's the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? All day, every day. But the Giants do, you know what I'm saying? They go don't leave your team hanging out there because they suck, man. Sometimes teams gotta suck so other teams can be great. Their time will come. You feel me?
Definitely. They said he gonna get traded just because he good, but ain't got it all. That's crazy right there. Huh? But yeah, I seen something about that, but I didn't know what it was over. What did Trump got to do with anti-vaxxers though? I
I
thought
mean,
he
it ain't
kept
got
the
so much to
vaccine.
do with him, but they were just saying it was his people, it's his type of people out there making it happen, and along with the other people supporting with the anti-vaxxers for Kyrie. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
because that's whack.
it was thick out there. It was thick.
Y'all letting other people from other teams come and play though.
I
That's
mean,
unvaccinated. If they can come in and play there unvaccinated, why he can't play?
the black hole gets deeper. And how much further
I'm
down the black hole
saying
you going?
though.
I mean, I'm just saying it's clear that it's bigger than Nino Brown at this point. You understand? It's clear that it's bigger than Nino Brown. So, like I said, I'm all with everyone standing in solidarity with him. Shout out to everyone that pulled up and made it happen and have him shut it down for a little bit. Honestly, like it's ridiculous.
And then
The hypocrisy is so blatant. It's like, what do you do? What do you do when the hypocrisy is so blatant? Besides, like, shake your head.
so
Oh, he said.
they stopping them from. I'll pull it back up. They stopping them from playing too.
I mean, it would only be right. It would only be right.
Cause that's whack, bro.
That'll be a heavier smack in the face. You know what I mean?
And then on the other hand, you got a person who won't play with Ben Simmons. He
I
said
mean,
he done with the team. He taking all the fines. They ain't paying him. He just want off the team.
but why? So why they hold? I did see something about that. Break, go into that some more, C double, because I do like sports. I'm more of a football type of person. You know what I'm saying? But like, what is going on with that? Because they said that he was gone for a second, that he came back and said he was coming back to the team, but his first practice back, he was acting like he wouldn't do anything. He came in with sweatpants, not
Yeah, he
properly
came
dressed.
in sweatpants. He wasn't. I don't know. It looked like he had the. He looked like he had the burner on him. I couldn't tell what was in his pocket while he was light practicing. But he got kicked out of practice. They never said why.
Right.
Um, and he was messing up last season. He stopped
Right.
shooting. He stopped doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a superstar. Philly is a
Right.
hard city to play for. If you ain't winning, they gonna let you know. And then he just said he didn't want to play no more. He wanted out. They won't trade him. He got 4 years left in his contract. They maxed him out when they paid him the first time. He signed a little extension for like 6 years or whatever. They still got 4. He won out. So he just not showing up and they finding him. He's saying, fuck it, I'm not gonna play here no more. Now he went back, which was smart, and said he having mental issues. But we all know what it is. He really just don't want to play with them. But now you can't go at him as hard as you can, because if he say he not mentally in the position to play, ain't really. He has to get evaluated and then go from there.
I mean, respectfully.
That's not happening though. They not trading him for Kyrie, bro. I'll hold Kyrie till he can play.
He said, everybody go, hey,
DOA
Dre.
in the building. I will hold Kyrie until he can play. I ain't playing. He
I
that
gotta
night.
remember to call y'all by y'all street names and stuff. I'm sorry. Hi, DOA.
But yeah, he won't out. So now, but he's losing money.
But money ain't everything, though. Now, I think that right now, that's one of my biggest takeaway from Ben's situation as well as Kyrie's situation is that money is not everything to everybody all the time. Like, you feel me? Unless you broke, missing these paychecks that you've been getting ain't hurting you. Like, everyone's not going, it doesn't have the same frivolous thought of money in their careers at this time in their life. And that goes for across all sports. There's smarter wrestlers, smarter baseball players, smarter basketball players. They're doing different things with their money anyway at this time. You know, so money is not everything. If you're willing to take the L and it's about the bag, Jay Chappelle walked away from the bag too. Just remember that you sometimes people people show you that you're capable of walking away or letting them feel like they're taking away from you. If you didn't give it to me yet, it's not mine, no way. You feel me? So what you gonna do? Take away from the promise that you gave? Oh, okay then. All right then.
But you
And
know,
only a
because
weak
it's
motherfucker
more
gonna
than
really
that.
feel like.
It's
What
more
is
than
it?
that because
What is it?
they sign contracts to do a job. That's your job.
Okay, and I feel you. So, but how is Kyrie's not okay? So in Kyrie's situation, he's not incapable of doing his job.
No,
They are making it so. But they have made it so
it's a state
he
rule.
can't do his job. So there's a way. You again. So Kyrie, you not taking nothing away from him that he gives a fuck about. Excuse my language. He don't care.
It's a state rule or whatever
He
they
don't
say.
care.
A
That's what I'm
state
saying.
mandate.
And he doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. No matter how much you try to take or what you want to me, I'm not going to be capable of doing. I don't care. The bag is not going to be enough. It's clear. The money is not enough for him to go get a shot. The money is not enough for Ben Simmons to want to play. Sometimes the money is not enough. I'm just saying.
Well, on that note, I want to send a big shout out and send some love to my dude, the mayor from the Starting Five podcast. You know what I'm saying? He said he had a tough decision as well to make with his current position and if he wants to take the vaccine or not. So I'm gonna just send some energy to his way, some positive energy his way, because I know that's a tough decision what y'all going through out there. We ain't got to do all that over this way, but it's getting crazy out here. I didn't see no protest. What's up with you though, DOA? How you feeling? How was your weekend?
It was good. I just got my truck out the damn shop, and then I did my demo reel, showing some acting skills. And then right after that, man, I just felt like crap. So here I am. But I said, let me check in and talk to you guys for a few minutes. But I feel like ish. I'm saying, but I'm here. But other than that, it was a smooth weekend. Can't complain. How was y'all? Everybody had a good weekend?
I was up and down. I had my little bit of energy spurts that I utilized, but I was, up and down. I guess my body is either picking up on the rest it needs, or I'm saying, trying to fight off something it don't need. So one way or the other, I'm happy we made it through and we here. Positive energy though. Got through it all positive energy. Let me say that.
All right, that's what's up. All right.
That's what's happening.
So what y'all talking about? Bring me up to speed.
Okay, I'm about to
hold on. We got some people in here asking some questions.
What's up?
Kendall Outlaw, what's up?
Which battle on the Drake card are you most excited about? Let's pull up the Drake card, people. Let's pull up the Drake card. Let's pull it up. Which am I most excited about? The one I'm most excited about. Okay, listen, this is going to be difficult for you to understand, but it's Real Sick versus Pat Stay. If you're not, I've been a Real Sick in-person fan since 2016. I got to watch him live in North Carolina. And when you don't expect what you get when you first see him live, right? And he is a lyricist. He is smart. He knows how to scheme. He punches well. He delivers with confidence and conviction and clarity. Real Sick is a rapper's battle rapper, if you understand what I'm saying. And Pat Stay kind of has all those same attributes, along with the capability of being smart, funny, and witty. They both also share that too. So I'm not saying this is a mirror match. If you say mirror and you look at Real Sick, you will automatically visualize Diz, right? No. When you see them rap against each other, if Pat comes the way he usually does, I didn't like how he battled against K-Shine too much. It was okay. But if he comes in his regular bag for real, then I think this will be a super matchup for Real Sick. And I think that Real Sick will capitalize off of it, win, lose, or draw. So for me, that's my favorite battle on the card.
For me, Let me look at it one more time. Let me look at it. I'm gonna say I want to see Tay Rock versus New Jersey Twerk. Me
If I was
personally,
going to say like a regular one, like a on the scale one, I would say that one too.
I think the electricity both of them got, that must should be like easy in chess. This might be battle of the night with the energy they got. So I'm going New Jersey Twerk, Tay Rock. I want to see Twerk do good. I want to see Tay Rock bounce back as well. He did all right on Gates of the Garden, but I want to see him on URL because after that Mook joint, I want to see something a little better than that. So I'm ready to see the old Tay Rock back, I guess, with the crowd. Is there going to be a crowd?
I think so.
Okay. As long as it's a
But I think
crowd.
the caliber of the crowd is going to be different because it's Drake's card. So this might be like, I'm not going to say it's like when Diddy and Buster was off on a balcony, but I think you might have a lot of more stars in the building for this event. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, it's going to be star-studded because it's Drake's birthday party as well.
Right. So I think we're going to get that type of vibe.
It should wait to you already know it's gonna be lit in there. So
How
DOA.
about you, DOA?
I'm not really excited about the card. Only, I guess, because it's Drake's card, but it's cool. But if I have to pick one, that'd probably be Lux and Gotti, only because I want to hear what Gotti has to say to Lux. What can he say to Lux? And I'm curious about what Lux is gonna pull up. Is it gonna be Gray Hoodie Lux? Or is it gonna be, Bean Pie Revolutionary Lux? Or
Beat by Revolutionary Lux.
yeah, I'm just saying, man. I heard and all this shit,
Hold on, there's another
and
one.
all
What
that.
was he? The paid in full Lux?
Paid in full Lux.
You know what? I'm not
Then
in
you
the mood
had
for
the
that.
then you had the Dead President's Lux. Then you had
Say
the
what?
Falcon Lux. Then you had the Gray Hoodie Lux. So I'm just gonna see which one is gonna show up and see what happens. Hope it's not a boring battle. Um, I am feeling no, I am feeling real sick. You know what I mean? And I'm literally feeling real sick.
No,
Nah,
I was
but
gonna say no pun or pun intended. I'm not in the mood.
Tay Rock and Twerk is gonna be interesting too. You know what I mean? I think Tay Rock is gonna surprise people with this one though. And I just have a feeling is gonna choke. I just got this feeling.
Oh,
I'm
I like
hoping he
Twerk.
do not. I
I
don't
don't
know. He
feel it.
seems
I
to
don't
be
feel it.
ready.
I don't think Twerk. I don't think he going to choke. This is my opinion. I'm just saying. I don't think he going to choke. I don't think he
I
going to
think
choke.
this
And I
might
like
be the
Twerk.
one we get that Twerk back. This might be that one. That's why I can't wait to see it.
I'm
But
strapped in, and we're gonna see how strapped in he is. I
I
like
can't wait.
Twerk.
I cannot
I
wait
like
to see
Twerk.
him.
I want Twerk to really do his thing. He came back from a
Shut
serious
up.
injury, and he had
Shut
a
up.
promising career. And I think he's I think he has the potential to be one of the goats in the future, right?
Yes, he
But
does. He really does.
Tay
Or
Rock put in
he
a
has
lot
the
of work.
best focus.
Tay Rock put in a lot of work, and I want to see Tay Rock get his. He got to come back from that murder move joint. You know what I mean? He got to come back hard. So I'm excited about that now.
definitely
Yeah, we
excited
can
about
agree across the board. Real Sick is just one of my personal faves. He a new era, and I gotta make sure I always push for them. Like they them. He's one of them too. That's a fact. He really is.
it. All right. We ain't gonna do that. Oh my god.
Well,
What
listen,
happened?
I just
He
want to
wasn't.
say shout out to y'all.
Oh,
I
oh.
want to say shout out to y'all. So I'm about to be
Salute.
out. I'm gonna lay down. I
You
just
You got
wanted
need
to
some
to
show
rest,
my
go.
boy.
face and say what's up. No, I wanted to show my face and say what's up.
Appreciate
Ain't nothing
you.
wrong
I'm
with
trying
that.
to hang in, but I'm good though. So y'all have a fantastic show, and I'll catch y'all on Wednesday. All right.
All
For
right,
sure.
peace out, Cub Scout.
All right,
Feel better.
salute y'all. All
Peace.
right, peace.
Hey, rest up, man. Positive vibes and sending that energy to you too, man. Get well soon, my
Okay.
guy. Salute for coming on though. I ain't mad at that. Um, What was we
So
at on about this?
no, I want to say rest in peace to Beverly Tate. That is Snoop Dogg's mom. She passed away October 24th, yesterday, and you know, just taking a moment to acknowledge her in the moment of his loss, and seeing how it has already affected him, how he, you know what I'm saying, just how he's handling it in the public, just knowing that, at the end of the day, we are all still out here, we're human, and regardless of what's going on with the medical things and what we find entertaining, or just know that we still out here taking losses day by day. As we get older, these are things that we have to learn to deal with and prepare ourselves for. So sending that energy out to Snoop Dogg. May he come through this morning time and the best he can, him and his family and all those affected. You feel me?
Most definitely. Send the prayers out to Snoop Dogg as well. Him and his whole family.
And anybody
Everybody.
else that lost anybody,
Yeah, I was
anybody
gonna
else
say
that
that.
lost anybody, you know.
Definitely. You know what I mean? It's a lot still going on. You know, it's a lot of people still getting sick. People is just living. It's a lot. So I'm sending, prayers out to Snoop and everybody who just got a loss out here,
Right,
especially your moms. I know that gotta be something crazy. I can't imagine that. So
right,
prayers out.
right. And just on that note, Vanessa Bryant, and I feel like Vanessa Bryant and her family deserve better. Just speaking of people that we know have publicly taken losses, um, of course we know that she lost her husband and her daughter in a horrible accident not long enough ago for her, and she's finally speaking out, about how she feels about the scenario. When people are asking questions and she has to go to court and talk about the possibilities of seeing her family's photos or the wreckage, or her children having to experience that, and she's fighting against it. She definitely deserves better, and she's expecting a lot more. And I'm really hoping that everything goes in her favor so that she doesn't have to constantly relive those images being in her head, or the rest of her family, um, just off of someone's greed and disgust because they wanted to be a first person, or or have the possibility to exploit um, their death in that way. So sending positive vibes out to her as she continues to heal and go through this process after losing two members of her family. And I'm just gonna say this for all the Kobe fans: don't forget his family now. I'm just saying, these things out here happening. I need y'all to be out here with the blue and yellow. I mean, the purple and yellow on right now for his family too. They still out here dealing with the situation in the public eye. They're going through it. Still send your support to his family. Still do
That's a
that. They
fact.
still need y'all. Don't forget
Mamba
that
mentality.
they're still here.
Mamba mentality.
It's the Mamba men. Don't forget. It's the Mamba mentality. Like, still send out your. Don't forget. Don't forget them. Don't forget them. That's what I'm gonna say. She's still fighting for his name, for his legacy right now. If you a fan, you love Kobe, then make sure you still out here supporting his wife and his children. That's still out here trying to make sure his legacy lives in a positive way without it being tarnished or dragged, as other people are treated after their death. So just don't forget them in this time.
For sure, for sure. And
We want
my Iron Man, that's my dog. I really cried.
no,
Yeah.
for real. Since let's get the serious. I guess we gonna get the serious stuff out the way, and we can dip back into some other, like, battle rap topic and stuff. Like, y'all know
Okay.
what's going on at Howard University?
I do not.
Okay, so for I guess pretty much since school got let back in, because the conditions these dorms are in are like unlivable. A lot of students are camping out on the lawn. They have mold issues, bug issues, rat issues. The university has been renting out apartments to people who are not students, giving the students less places to stay, and having them stay in uninhabitable locations, which either forces them to be homeless, return home, or try to live in the area so they can stay in school, which is just horrible right now. The fact that it's not being like, the first place I seen it was on TikTok, and I just think it's crazy because I could have with
That's
my ears.
crazy though. Hold on. You said they giving dorm rooms to people who ain't students? Is that what you said?
I said that. I said that. And you can see people, students camping out like they're homeless. They're living on the lawns. They're protesting for days on end in the rain, sleet, hell, or snow, refusing to leave because of how they're being treated. And then the people that actually have rooms, they're not being cleaned. They have mold so bad. There's mushrooms growing on top of the mold in the dorm room, not outside, in the room.
Oh, well, that's whack right there.
You know, I could have like, if I was paying attention to how much, because you know they try to brainwash you with the politics, I could have almost sworn to somebody's white Jesus that they was talking about historical Black colleges and how they was going to make sure this was one of their biggest marketing goals and strategies, that they was going to make sure it's important for these colleges to be here and be all this and that. And what happened?
All smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
I knew I wasn't tripping all the way. And it's just like, to even hear that they're going through this, it's disheartening, because I remember being a child and you know, watching A Different World and being excited about the opportunity or the thought of going to an all-Black university or college, and to know that they literally are paying anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 a year.
That's got to be a funding thing, though. Some ain't right there. They ain't.
Look at what I'm saying. They're renting out They're renting out things that can be utilized for the students to people who are not students. That's not a funding thing.
But there's also a lot of kids not going to school nowadays as well too. They want to do something else to get the fast buck, these streamers and all kinds of other opportunities. A lot of them just not going to college at this point.
But that don't mean you punish the ones that's there, though. That's something that with all the money that they receive in funding.
That's whack. That's what I'm saying. Are they loan fundings that much that they renting them out like apartments? So you done turned it into the trap?
See, ain't none of this happening at Yale. Ain't none of this happening at Orange State. Ain't none of this happening at Princeton. Ain't none of this happening at. You can't. Y'all done gave Joel Osteen $4.6 million in PPP loans. I know for facts. It can't be funding. But you know, it could. I mean, you know, we don't out again. I don't know what it is. Maybe maybe it can be.
The chief.
Maybe it can be.
You have to ask the chief those questions.
When I say that, it had my blood boiling.
Where's all that money and stuff? Where is that at? You have to ask the chief, Mr. Joey, that Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe, where the bread at?
I want to ask Kamala. Kamala, where the money at?
I
want to ask everybody up that's up there. I want to ask all of them. I'm not just going to ask. I see thing is one thing about me. One thing for sure, so I don't vote. I ain't never voted because I don't believe in no two-party system. It doesn't exist. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. It has nothing to do with us. They're not doing anything for us. They're not doing anything for us. It is for the betterment of of what they got going on. No, I don't believe in voting. No, I didn't vote for Barack. No, I ain't do none of that. No, I ain't vote for
the lining of pockets.
No, I don't believe in. Now, if you want to talk about school boards and city councils and things of that nature and things that can, okay, yeah, I'm active. But if you're talking about telling us it's going to be when you tell me it's between the lesser of two evils and I have to choose. If I can't touch the lesser of two evils or go back and research their work or actually have seen them in a community in which where I can be at school, city, or council, then no, I'm probably not going to pretend that I know what their lesser evils are, because I don't.
That's a
I
fact.
don't play with that up there. I don't play with that up there.
That's a fact. But hey, sometimes you gotta let what be, because I don't know what be going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. But
It's spooky.
I
It's
do,
spooky.
I do recall it was a whole campaign about that.
Just saying. Just saying. And now we sitting here looking at that, and it's bugged out. And and consider this is happening.
Here.
And while this is happening, there's a pandemic. While this is happening, there's 35 to 45% less faculty and or police and or firemen and or paramedics and or any. So this is it just adds to
coming up missing daily. People are coming up missing.
Big missing.
Daily. It ain't nobody saying they're doing that. These people is disappearing. And
what's that? What's the white family? Excuse my language. What is the Caucasian family that was their son was missing all this time or something? And then they went to and after everybody, the search parties, and everybody looked for their child, for their son. He's not a little kid. He's old, but maybe 20s or something. I'm not mistaken. And no one could find him. And when the mother and father went, they went directly to his body and got him. But what they didn't say is that on their trail, while they was looking for that one person, they found like 8 or 9 different dead bodies.
Nah, I ain't heard that one.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to get my. I'm gonna have the full story on Wednesday. I'll make sure I have my ducks and my T's crossed. My ducks and my T's.
I ain't hear that one. That's crazy.
I know
they found a boy they was looking for in the middle of a field or something. But
what was his name?
I ain't saying homie name, the one that killed his girlfriend on the trip or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, they found him in the field. He took the sucker way out, looked like, but I don't know, man. This shit is getting crazier and crazier by the day. Everything crazier. Everything. We got scandals, battle rap, love triangles, pedophiles, people recording people. We got everything is just weird. Right now.
It's super weird. I mean, it is super weird.
You got people who can't do their job. People losing their jobs. They trying to do this whole divide and conquer. Don't be vaccinated versus unvaccinated in a minute. People gonna start feeling privileged in a minute. Like, remember Demolition Man?
Yeah.
How the people
that Snipe when he had the blonde hair?
Yeah, how the people that didn't want to go along with what they was doing and had to go live in the sewer and shit. Like, it's about to be some shit like that or something.
I'm coming back to the Midwest before they come do that to me. I will be back in the Midwest before they think I'm about to live in the sewer with the alligators and the rats down here. I don't know Michael Anthony or them like that.
Like, this shit is crazy. But in a minute, they gonna do it. They just trying to see where it work at. If they get the bigger cities to conform, then they could, and the bigger states to conform, then they could try to put a force on everybody else to conform. That's all it is. That's why you see it in like LA or California or New York right now.
On the border, trying to bring it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's. See, my thing is, I think it's. Here I go. Don't follow me down my black hole if you don't want to. I'm just going to tell you that. Keep a rope tied to the top before you come on my black hole with me. It's so much bigger than that. And it's definitely, it's exactly what you said, but it's so much a wider spread than just about this jab. You feel me? It's exactly what you said. Once we really get y'all, we can break y'all. You going to conform? It's not going to stop at what this subject is. That's the thing for me. That's why the Patriot Act didn't stop where it stopped. It didn't stop where it was supposed to stop. That's why Snowden busted it down. That's why
why
Facebook
they.
wasn't supposed
That's
to
why
be what
they.
Facebook is.
That's why
That's why
they
old
looking
girl
at
busted it
Kyrie like.
down.
That's why Kyrie. They looking at Kyrie like that because they all conform. So many people conform, and he like nah. That he look like the outsider. But really, he just standing up for himself. He ain't doing nothing but saying, "No, that ain't what I want to do." But so many of y'all conform. They looking at him like, "Well, you should just be a team player too, like everybody." Nah, he ain't got to be like everybody else. So
That part.
I
That
get
part.
it. This shit just weird out here. What's next? What's next on the list?
Oh, somebody just distracted me. Who said that? Okay. I don't know. Somebody says something about not being on. I shouldn't even have looked at it, child. What's next on the list? Since we talking about the madness and the craziness in the world, have you heard about the BBW cult on TikTok?
No, I told you I still ain't. I ain't.
Okay.
Did somebody call
Okay.
him? Somebody getting people to call him daddy or something like that?
No. It's okay. All right. So let me give you a quick rundown of what I have been getting and gathering and being sent over the last like week, like 9-10 days.
Okay.
So there was this former BBW. She's a former BBW who was a femme who is now projecting herself as is stud the proper term? I don't want to be disrespectful. Okay.
That's
As a
correct.
stud,
That's you
all right,
correct. You correct.
I don't ever want to feel like I'm misgendering or anything to anybody. That's not the
She
case. Like I
looking
have
like a man.
no. She don't. Hold on. No, she don't. Hold on. She don't look like a man,
So
but
she
she
in the study.
projects the very masculine. You know what I'm saying? The very masculine look. Give me 1 second. I'll give
You,
you
you mean like the butch?
that's not a proper term to call them. That's what I'm saying. You can't even be saying that because
I
that's
mean,
not
the manlier
politically
looking
correct.
man. That's what you saying though.
Nah, she
Manlier
no.
looking.
That's not what I said. I didn't say she looked manlier. I said she puts off that approach. When you look at her,
Oh,
she's
as
as
the
soft in the
aggressor.
eyes
She
as
just
me.
she's the aggressor is what you're saying.
No, but she wasn't before. Like this is how she projects herself now. But what had been seen about her is hold on.
So she just stud. Yeah, you had it right there.
I mean, okay, that's who she projects herself as, okay, but she has, they call her daddy. She gives them punishments like cutting their legs and stuff. It's really kind of giving me, if it wasn't COVID, y'all would drink the Kool-Aid vibes. It's really giving me like you really only deal with insecure BBWs that would have to.
So people cutting their legs off. I gotta go see
No,
this.
not cutting their legs off. Like, okay, so for instance,
Like
I
they
don't know if
cut
you ever heard you knew a
carving
cutter
it.
before, like knew a cutter what a cutter is. So a
Yeah, I know
person
what that
that
is.
okay, so like I got a scar on my arm when I was younger for being a cutter, right? So she would tell them, "Oh, you have to cut yourself 10 times. Oh, you have to cut yourself 15 times. Oh, you have to cut yourself 150 times, leaving little scars and cuts and stuff on their legs." These people are admitting to this on these TikTok, man, on these TikTok posts and these videos. And it was like, oh, we never really thought it was how you, I mean, and it's crazy because another woman came out and spoke about it and was talking about the situation, how she was experiencing it. And it just really seemed like people were brainwashed into believe, yeah, get your fingertips, get your life, go ahead, scroll through, get you some. Like, is she brainwashing them, or are these people willingly that gullible? And this, I think, that's for me is the topic of conversation here. Like, I'm not. Do I think she corny and foul for making people do anything to harm and damage themselves? Yeah, you corny and foul. You can and all that other stuff. But I want to be. People have to understand that the same way you sit on these phones and people be having relationships with people that you've never met. This is the same thing.
Catfishing.
It's just, so it's but because
But you can see them.
yes, so you and so it's not catfishing in the concept of they're hiding what they look like. But are you really in a relationship with this person just because you was talking to them for 2 years? Are they really dealing with you on this certain level, or are you one of many? People call things like this cults because it's out publicly. But how many people do you know talking to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 different people on a daily? Telling them, hey, good morning, beautiful. What you doing today? I'm not talking
It's
about
a
the cut
hustle.
making them harm themselves thing. I'm not saying about the harming themselves thing, but get people to send them money, buy them lunches, do for them, like
I
pretend
see
and make
some
them
people
believe
getting
it's something that it's
tattoos.
not.
Is people really getting tattoos?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
seen a couple people with tattoos.
yes,
Hey, why are they talking about
yes.
it illegal? She ain't do nothing wrong if these dumbass people went did this. She ain't did nothing wrong. If somebody can get in front of a computer screen and say, hey, I want you to cut yourself, and you sit there and watch the screen and go, okay, and then record yourself doing it, you, sir, are the dumbass, not them, you, because I don't know what the hell you was getting out of that in the first place.
I think there's an equal amount of responsibility to be due, but you definitely got to be a certain type of touch.
Nah, people got to take accountability
Oh,
for their own
I agree
self.
with that. I agree
Motherfuckers
with that.
will
You
put
have to
out
be a certain
anything.
type of touch. You have to be a certain type of touch to sit through that. That's a fact. Right? And there's no
Hold on,
there's
I'll
no
be right
arguing
back.
that. Go
I'll be
ahead.
right back, man.
No problem. So, and just touching into that, you feel me? Like I don't want anyone. No one's being insensitive to the females that's in the scenario, but you do have to be able to think for yourself. And in a situation where if you feel like oh someone's in a cult or they're in a situation where they're too attached to something that's not for them, they have to be willing to mentally make that decision for themselves. They have to be clear within themselves to come out of that or to know it's not for them. Some people have gone, and there's people that left that situation and are no longer attached to the cult or to the Angela woman, and they're moving forward. They've gotten some recompense from being able to speak out about going through the situation. And so I think that just take a moment and look at it. Like you can easily just call everyone in on the left of the situation, which are the females who are dealing with Angela and Angela herself, and say, okay, this is them, and then they're the victim. But like C Double said before he stepped away momentarily, it's like you have to take responsibility.
Definitely, my bad, my bad. I had to get the little one. You know, daddy duties is real. I had to go
No,
get a can opener and all kind of. Yeah.
it's all good. No, I was just saying we're not being insensitive, but you have to be able to look at things from both ways. And no way is it fair or right for you to be a manipulator, and no way is it all the other manipulators' responsibility if you can't see forthright what's right for yourself. Like you just can't have it both ways. You know, that's my line. You really just can't have it both ways. You know.
Nah, you can't, but I still gotta blame the consumer of who's watching this and doing this. Like,
Hey man, I ain't you're gonna get no argument from me. You ain't gonna get no argument from me. I understand completely.
I truly be amazed when I be watching people's streams and people be donating hundreds of dollars to these people. I be amazed, like
I
when
think
you
it's
be
just a
just
connection that
literally
you build with individuals, and it's like I guess it's a blessing and a curse because this is how we ended up talking about. I think it was like in episode 3 when we talked about the Instagram model who. Oh, sorry, got distracted. My sister walked in. The Instagram model who was murdered by one of her fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you take them a moment and just to consider what the attention can bring. It doesn't bring the same thing for everybody, and no one's wishing this for anyone. But you do have to be careful. Your the accessibility that people have to you, it could be really dangerous. And it's like the social media has taken down that firewall for so many people that they seem to tend to forget, you know.
Yeah, people do tend to forget that, but I've seen stranger things on this web of ours of people streaming, people be in tubs, people be sleeping on stream, some people be walking down the street trying to pepper spray people.
Hold on, I seen a news clip, I want to say, and there was a man from the Caucasus Mountains. I want him to say he's regular Caucasian. I want to arrest, you know what I'm saying, and assault the rest of the regular Caucasian people because y'all probably won't claim him after this story. So he was walking down the street and he's seen a black male, and he followed up behind him and got real close to him and like pushed him or whatever. The black man stopped, was like, all right, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it was an accident. But he kept following him and kept pursuing him and kept asking him to fight. And as the black man continued to go on about his business,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
He chased him down and maced him, then ran into a store where he felt like he was a known customer and screamed that the black man was after him, was going to kill him, that he had a gun, lying over him macing someone.
He was harassing homeboy and then said, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. I'm not.
He's gonna come in here and he's gonna come after me. He's chasing me now. Like, you set the whole situation up just to try to get a black man killed.
Yeah. Then tried to get himself killed. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of weird shit going on out here.
It's amazing. It's really beyond me, and it's scary because you be sitting here like, it really do seem like life is imitating art. This is some real movie shit. Like, art is no longer imitating life. That is so far-fetched right now from being a reality to me. It just seems like everything that could be is happening, and everything that shouldn't be is in that same palette.
You got kids saying they getting ideas off of Grand Theft Auto, and they doing all kinds of, like, it's just wicked. It's wicked right now. It's wicked.
It really is. It really is. And I want to say this. You got nieces and nephews, cousins, daughters, sons. Yo, really trying to minimize how much social media they intake, bro.
Definitely.
I'm not saying take it away from them. That's not what I'm saying, like, but please don't let the phones just zone your kids out.
Well, you see, in other countries, they only allow 1 to 3 hours of video game time a day.
There needs to be. Listen, when I tell you that when people used to say how video games and music would mess the kids up, and it was like, once they got that, just put the parental advisory on there. Just put the mature content on the back of the gaming
kit. Gotta be 18 to buy it.
But you don't gotta be 18 to play it online.
You don't.
So it's like, yeah, your mother may not buy it for you, but say where your friend's mom that does buy it for him, you can't jump online and play with him online.
You can, and you can share it. You can share it nowadays. If you got y'all link the same thing, yep. Oh, you good? You got to. Oh, let's share your game with me. I'll share mine with you. That's how you can do it nowadays.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I don't be playing video games and stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, okay.
Team
I
Xbox.
was that way with my son. I was very that way. I know that was probably, you know, how you say like not a hover mom, but yeah, my son was an athlete, so it wasn't like he was really about to come home and be gaming all night anyway. Because after he was done with school, you got practice, and after practice, you know what I'm saying, he had things to do regardless. So it was kind of minimized anyway, like as much social media and all that, because you know you ain't got your phone in your hand at football practice while you running track, while you wrestling, like, you know what I'm saying. Here, year-round athlete, so but still, it's minimized, you know what I mean? So it was never even taken as a punishment. It's just not a reality that all day, every day, you're going to be online talking to your friends or all day, every day available to your friends. That's just not reality in life.
Right. Speaking on that though, salute to all the Pop Warner teams and across the nation playing their championships last weekend.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Who
them.
won? Salute to them young gentlemen for going out there, putting their hearts to that game of football we all love. So I salute them. I seen a lot of my guys on Facebook, Instagram, and things of that nature taking their sons out there, trying to win them a championship for the first time. So it just made me happy to even see it because I used to coach that back in the day. Back in the day, I was young. Yeah, when I was a little younger, could run and hang with them and shit. But nah. But salute to all of them too. That's what's up.
Shout out to my son in his senior year playing for Parma up there in Cleveland, Ohio, holding it down for the light skinned green eyes. You feel me? Shout out to Michael Jesse. Mr. Davis holding it down.
Oh shit!
Shout out to my godson Stinky Dude. Oh, to Joaquin too. Shout out to my godson holding it down in Martin Ferry, Ohio. You feel me? Doing it big and traveling and doing his sports as well, and his little brothers and sisters on the cheerleading squad. Shout out to all my god kids, bro. It's a whole bunch of y'all.
You want this food or no?
Y'all. Don't be light skin on y'all lives, but be light skin tonight.
Okay. For sure.
Fresh pop.
Sure.
Let's lighten. Let me see something. I wanted to lighten the mood because it's been kind of heavy on this side. Oh, while we here, go ahead.
I was going to say, especially with DOA being sick, where's Yo-Yo at? Have you spoke to him? He's still doing this thing, or ain't nobody seen him?
I have not. He be being light skinned. I have not seen him. He did say on one of his posts that he was taking some him time. I guess that's what I kind of took from the post.
I know, but then he came back, said he was back, and then I don't know.
I just be giving him enough time
to wherever he at. Definitely. I know he was going through some things. So.
And for everybody that is going through some things, just understand this: like, there's a purpose and a time and an energy that we all are in right now. And it could be because we witnessed so much death. And a hashtag, it don't last long enough when every other week somebody you know or someone that you know has lost somebody, or you lost somebody that you love, or one of your friends have lost somebody, or your friend's parents it's a lot of things going on that's making us like really either recenter or refocus how we moving, right? And so I'm just saying, don't move in fear. Now is the time. Like, if you worried about there not being a tomorrow, make sure you do that shit today. Whatever it is, excuse my language, but if you're worried about there not being a tomorrow or life changing into something that you'll never know again, do something that you want to do, that you want to make happen, that you can create, and do that. In between whatever else that you have to do. Don't forget yourself in the mix of the pandemic. Don't forget yourself in the times of frustration. Don't even get mad when things aren't going your way right now. There's so many losses or changes that we're being affected by that, yes, it's nice to be entertained by TikToks and by sports, and we're talking about all this different stuff, but I just want to take a moment to say it's okay to truly focus on yourself. It's okay to feel annoyed and concerned and worried when you're facing these mandates with your job. It's not something simple or easy to think about your whole lifestyle changing. It is normal right now to be stressed and worried. I say with all your might, try to refocus that fear or that unsettled feeling that you have because you may not know how things are going to turn out, and just make it into something. Turn it into something great, because stress can only take away from you. It doesn't add much to your life when you're stressing about anything, especially things that you cannot control. Sometimes you just have to let things be exactly what they are. And I just want to say that because it's very overwhelming. Life is overwhelming right now for a lot of people. Having to subject themselves to change, whether it's because of the mandate or whether it's because you lost your family members, whether it's because you could be sick right now. and you're still trying to fight through. And I just want to send positive vibes and energy to each and every one of us, including myself, that is about to be facing this winter and not sure if how their city will be affected, not sure how their holidays will be affected, not sure how their lifestyles will be affected. So just take a moment to breathe for yourself. Take a moment take a moment for yourself and just breathe. I'm not sure how everything's going to be okay. I'm not sure how everything's going to work out, but it will work out, and it will work out in your favor if you can focus your mind on that. If you focus on the negativity, you are going to feel the negativity. And I'm not saying it's not there. It exists. The problems exist, but you have to focus on something positive and light within yourself and grow that. Because everything that's happening right now that you don't have control of is still going to be happening every day. You have to find a way to recenter and refocus yourself. Sometimes it's by detachment. You all right, baby? What's up? Okay, thank you. Sometimes it's through detachment. Sometimes it's through change. Sometimes it is by not having that job anymore. Sometimes it is having to move and relocate. Sometimes it is going into a different part of your craft. All I'm saying is try to focus on something positive while all of this horrible stuff is happening around you. Don't act unaffected. Don't act like it's going to just blow over. But you have to refocus and recenter. You have to do that.
Yo. Hey, I'm still here, but we might have to cut this short tonight if that's all right with you.
Oh, that's not a problem at all. Don't just leave my big old face on the screen, though, so we can go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. We can jump back in. Whatever we didn't do today, we can do on Wednesday, okay?
Definitely.
But go ahead and wrap it up, Box.
All right, well, I salute y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out. This is my bad. People sick. There's some issues in the background, technical difficulties.
Ain't no technical difficulties. It was clearly called life. So I just want y'all to know, first and foremost, I hope that peace and positivity resounds over everything that y'all do, and that prosperity be the only thing with P that drips on you. Remember, stay light, and don't be light skin on your life.